Welcome to the Exact Digital Podcast, the show where we dive into how digital marketing agencies are using paid media to drive real growth for their clients and for themselves. From planning to ROI and everything in between, we uncover the strategies, stories, and systems that set agencies apart. Each episode, we'll talk with agency leaders who are innovating with paid media, scaling their businesses, and delivering results that matter. Whether you're looking to expand your services or sharpen the edge of your current offerings, you're in the right place. Let's get into it.
About that. Welcome to the Exact Digital Podcast, the place where we talk real results, not just clicks and impressions. Each episode, we sit down with agency leaders, marketing pros, and all-around growth-minded folks to chat about what's actually working in digital advertising right now. Whether you're deep in the digital space or just trying to keep up, we've got something for you. Today on the podcast, we're joined by Chris Gray, co-owner of Red Palm, a digital marketing agency that's been helping local service businesses dominate their markets for over 17 years. Chris and his team specialize in getting their clients seen in all the right places, from paid search and SEO to branding and AI-driven strategies. He's built his business on results, referrals, and doing right by people. And he's here to break down what's working right now and what's coming next in local digital marketing. Thanks for joining us today, Chris. Why don't you just tell us a little bit more about your company and the work that you're doing?
Well, by the way, Tiffany, I'm happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, thank you
You
for
hit
being
the
here.
nail on the head with what we do, and I don't want to sit there and bore people with everything, but I think what makes us unique, I guess it could be a good and bad thing, is about 90 to 95% of our clients are referral. Been around for about 17 years, decent sized business. And so the bad thing is that we're, not out there really generating leads and spreading the word. Well, we're getting better at that. The good thing is that we do well enough to where people will refer us. And we primarily service people in the home services. And so that's important for us because those people get taken advantage of. And so we like to sheepdog and help them.
Mm-hmm. You've been in the digital marketing space a long time. What would you say has been the biggest evolution in how local businesses need to show up online?
What has been the biggest evolution on how local businesses need to show up online? It's a great question. I think one of the things that's happening now and that will happen in the future, specifically with Google, is AI mode. So if you go on desktop, the laptop right now, this is, as of now, you have the option of selecting AI mode, and you used to have to type it in. Now that it's one button away, I believe it'll get to the point where that'll be the default search, AI mode.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I think that some Androids right now are not even coming with Chrome. They're coming with Gemini, which Gemini is basically Google's AI mode.
Right.
And what will happen then is that people think, oh, I could just type in, if I'm just optimizing my website for keywords, everything will be all right. Well, no, I don't think keywords will be a thing in the future. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure they won't be a thing in the future. It would be more about behavior, the user's behavior. Google or any other AI platform that's search based will start to understand that person's behavior, understand their needs, and then match that person up with a company that might best fit their needs. So what I mean by that is, let's say that it's saying, Tiffany's she's just been talking about some kind of issue she's having with her AC. And you've been asking questions, and Google's starting to figure out pretty soon Tiffany's going to probably need an HVAC person. And it seems like what I know of Tiffany, she lives here, she likes this, blah, blah, blah. It'll start to learn you. And then one day when you go into the AI mode and you say, I need a AC repair company near me or HVAC near me, it's then going to go out and search. And right now we would think, oh, you just need to put those keywords in and have a good website, you're good to go. No. The future of it will be not keyword based, but your overall presence on the internet, specifically what's happening on your website, right? And so all that content on your website, not just the content, but the way it's coded, the way it looks, is it professional, all that, what's happening with your reviews, not just your reviews on Google, but reviews in Better Business Bureau, Yelp, Reddit or whatever, social media, wherever you can get reviews, what's happening there. And then obviously what's happening on your social media, your overall web presence. This is AEO, answer engine optimization, or If it's SEO, it's like search everywhere optimization, according to Neil Patel. You will need to have some kind of brand dominance out in the digital space in order to get selected by a local company, or not even just or get selected by a customer. And this is not just for local businesses. I think this is going to be what's happening overall. Period. Is what are you putting out there? Period. And then the AI bots will crawl that and see if you are a good fit for the person typing in the questions.
It's a lot. It has changed so
Yes, it
much
is.
and it's continuing to change. I think that's the wildest part about it. Last time we spoke, you mentioned helping trades-based businesses dominate those top 7 search results. Can you unpack a little like what owning digital real estate really looks like for a local brand?
Yeah. So if you want to crush your competition locally, then they're going to make their decision in the first 7 spots. The first 7 spots are going to be Google local service. Those will be their first 2. Then
Mhm.
you'll have the third spot will be pay per click, traditional pay per click, and then the next will be the map pack. That'll be 4 spots. The map pack it's called the 3 pack. Really, it's 4 because you can have a Google ad in there as well. In those 7 areas, you want to come up as many times simultaneously as possible.
Mhm.
So if Tiffany's um, HVAC company is coming up 4 times in that one search because you have LSA, PPC, and Google Business Profile, and I'm coming up once, who's going to win? Over time,
Right.
it's going to be you just because you're coming up. Now, don't get me wrong, you need to have some branding. People need to know who you are and all
Mhm.
that. But if you're just taking up real estate, taking up multiple spots, anywhere from 2 to 4 spots in one simultaneous search, it dramatically increases your odds of getting picked. And the way we do that, the way we show up on multiple spots in one search, is LSA. We rank at the top of LSA as best we can. LSA is a bit of a beast; it's hit or miss. There's some things you can do to get up to the top, but we do our best to get to the top of LSA. Pay per click is pretty easy, and then we do our best to get to the top of Google Business Profile. And we use pay per click to get into the Google Business Profile. It's a whole other thing. But what we found is that, and going back to your first question, well, how do you get to the top of the Google Business Profile? It's going to be your overall prominence on the web in the future. In our opinion, we do it now because we do well with SEO, but we know that keywords aren't going to be the thing in the future.
Interesting. Yeah, you talked a little bit about brand visibility and like that pre-branding through platforms like Facebook and Google Display. How does that top funnel work and how does it help drive conversions later in the search funnel?
Great question. I used to not believe in any of this branding stuff. I got into this game with affiliate marketing back when nobody really knew what it was. And so I just wanted conversions. I don't care about brand names and this and that. Didn't care. Nowadays, it's the user is way more savvy, the buyer is way more savvy, and so it helps if they know, like, and trust you, or if they at least heard of you. So if you have again Tiffany's HVAC company and they're seeing you on their social media, they may not be stopping and looking at your ads, but they see you. They see you on display when they're shopping. They see your logo. They just see you around. They've been seeing you for 3 months, just seeing you, seeing you, seeing you. All of a sudden, they need you, and you came up 2 to 4 times. Your
Right.
chances of getting picked have significantly increased over mine. Even if you're coming up twice in the search and I'm coming up twice in the search, the fact that they know you, they've just seen your logo. Like and it happens like that. They're not thinking, oh, I've
Right.
seen Tiffany's company. I'm going to, no, it's just like they see the logo, scan, all right, pick. That's it. Like that simple. Good reviews, what, okay, boom, pick. That's
Mhm.
it.
Yeah.
Um, so that's the importance of the top of the funnel stuff. It's very important nowadays.
Yeah. We used to have this phrase called like being known before you're needed. So like
Yeah.
that, like you're saying, kind of like you're gonna go to check and verify, but like sometimes you're actually searching for something. You're like, oh, I don't know, I bought this car, or I drove by a dealership and now I need one, and how do I, do that? So they all work together. I think that's the crazy thing. And then you add AI
Yes.
into the mix and how that's changing the landscape. Is there anything else like with AI and like the impact with SEO strategies? You kind of touched on that a bit. Like, how are you prepping your clients for that in the future?
One of the biggest things I think is coming down the pipeline is going to be Google will be reaching out and calling businesses. So if you say, "Hey, I am," I'm at home and I'm like, "Hey, I need a HVAC company." Google will come up and say, "Hey, do you want us to call companies for you?" And I'm gonna say yes.
Wow.
A form will come up, then I'll fill the form out. Then Google's AI will go and call, I don't know how many businesses it'll go and call, let's just say 5. They'll say, "Hey, this is Google. I'm a Google, or this is AI. I'm with Google, and I'm calling on the behalf of Chris. Here's some questions." Then it will ask those questions, then move on to the next company. Ask the questions, move on to the next company. It does that, let's say, for 5 companies. It'll come back to me then with a report of what the answers were. So no longer will I be talking to the business to get answers and see if I like this person, blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to see your business on a report. So now it'll come down to the local business to be able to show up well on that report. So you either train your operators or your CSRs to be able to talk to people and AI, or if you're like us, you get AI to pick up the phone when Google's AI calls. Because now you have Google's AI and we have our AI. Now it's a game. It could be
Mhm.
optimized. It could be gamed. It could be scripted. We could A/B test. If company one's AI answers it, like on our customer's end, company one AI answers the question this way. Company two AI answers the question this way. Okay, what worked? Oh, company one answering this way works better. This is going to be our default. This will be our control. Then let's test against it. So it'll be kind of a fun thing. But here's one more thing. I don't think this stops with
Mhm.
local businesses by any means. I think that what will happen is, like, I'll be like, "Hey, I need a pair of maroon Timberland boots. Go shop for me. I'm gonna pay. I want to pay this. I want them to be this size. Blah 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 blah. I need them to get here in 1 week." Agentic AI for Google will go and do the shopping. And you'll probably be able to watch it. You can do some of this on ChatGPT, I think on Comment. I don't know. That's Perplexity. I'm not familiar with that, but you can do some of this with ChatGPT right now. It could go and do work for you. I think it'll get more advanced with Google. The agents will go do the shopping. Then they'll come back to me and say, "Hey, these 3 companies have the boots you're looking for in the size you're looking for, and can get here by this time. Which one do you want?" I press a button, it buys it for me.
Ooh, it's so wild. I mean, it's given me all the same feels like back in the day when we were like waiting for the internet to come out. If you remember those days.
Yes, yes,
And
absolutely.
it definitely is giving me that same vibe and energy. It's super exciting, and we see how the world changed with internet. And I think that there's so many good things, happening in the future, for sure. It's scary, but exciting. So,
Yeah, super
um,
exciting.
yeah. Well, one thing I wanted to touch on, you made a really strong point about doing right by people the last time we spoke, and even when it costs you. So, like, how do you build trust with clients in an industry that can sometimes feel, little slimy?
Well, I think it comes down to values at the end of the day. Some things, I mean, you can, it's hard to coach to values. If people don't have them, they can kind of skate around them. So we're fortunate where our business is built on a set of values.
Mhm.
Our culture is a certain way where we like to be able to sleep well at night. And there's some things that we are, that are bigger than us. And so we want to honor that. And you
Yeah.
do that by doing right by people. I want to treat people as, we're all, as cliche. I'm not trying to be like, tree hugging and lottie dottie, but like, we are all in this together. We are all one. We are all one people. And so let's do right. Like, I don't know you, Tiffany, but you're my sister.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do it right by my sister. We're all one. And so I think that that's the way that we live, and it bleeds into our work. And as a result, people can pick up on it. And sometimes people don't,
Yeah.
sometimes people, you could have you can be above reproach and have the highest level of integrity and still get accused of stuff. And in those cases, it's fine. I can still sleep well at night because I
Right.
know that whatever that individual's perspective is just that, the individual's perspective.
Hmm. I love that so much. It really stood out from our conversation before, and I think you're absolutely right. Sleeping well at night is so important, and so I wanted to just thank you again for joining me today, and for those of you listening who want to check out more about Red Palm and their team, you can check them out at redpalm.us or follow them over on LinkedIn, and to everyone else, just thank you so much for tuning into this episode brought to you by Exact Digital, your dedicated partner for performance driven media. From programmatic display, CTV, paid social, or anything in between, let us know how we can help. Have a great day. Thanks again.